So one of the issues we have here on the Lolo Peak is the fire is well established in a remote area, and there's plenty of fuel all around it.
We come in and we ask three questions. What's important? Why is it important? And how important is it? Where this fire was burning in the steep, rugged, inaccessible terrain off the backside of Lolo Peak there to the west, we quickly recognized with our operations section that was not going to be a viable option. Rolling debris, rolling rocks, and it's just not a good, safe place to be. It's like being at the end of a bowling alley on a super steep slope.
The subalpine fir is a tree that produces a lot of embers and spotting potential. So what that means is as it burns, debris is coming off that tree, floating through the air, and usually that's burning, and that lands in a receptive fuel bed that'll cause a new fire out ahead of the fire itself. So spotting is a particular danger for firefighters if the spots go loft over the top of them and down below them, and then they'll have fire below them, which means the fire will come rushing back up at them and trap them and cause issues that way.
In this case, because there was no good options high up on the mountain, we chose to pick the solid option down at the base of the mountain and get that in place, knowing this is going to burn the entire summer. The social and economic impacts, if you have to shut down Highway 12 or Highway 93, would be huge to both the economies of Montana and Idaho, as well as that's a lot of the escape route and access egress for the public down in there. So we immediately tied that to the public safety. So we have that. We have all the structures down in here, the primary residence. There was 904 that we've assessed that are directly behind our primary line. Rest assured, there will be a team like ours that is here from start to finish. We will assure there's firefighters in place to follow the plan we've set for this fire to be dealt with over the course of its life out there on the mountain.